Yo my people, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking boxing. Conor Benn vs Eubank Jr. What a great fight it was. This fight had all the makings to be a good fight, to be honest. Like, they were meant to fight before. Conor Benn got done for drugs. Eubank's been onto him ever since and calling out Eddie Hearn also. Their dads fought when they were younger, so it had all the makings to be a real good fight. Even when Eubank Jr. slapped Conor Benn in the face with the egg, like, I thought that was hilarious. Some people didn't agree with it and thought it was disrespectful. A lot of people thought it was hilarious. Obviously, it helped sell the fight. In that moment, Conor Benn was angry and he wanted to fight Eubank Jr., but it did help with the promotion of the fight. There was real animosity between the two fighters and tension. Both fighters wanted to win for themselves and for their father, and literally, they were going to put everything on the line in that boxing match. Eubank Sr. not being happy with Conor Benn and his son for being classless and not respecting each other during the promotion of the fight was something that was interesting, and him saying that he might not even make it to the fight and go to see his son was something that people were interested in. But he ended up going, which was good, and everyone was, I think, pleased about, because they didn't want to see Eubank Sr. not go and see his son fight. And another interesting thing about the fight was the weight difference between the two, and if Eubank Jr. was going to be able to make the weight. And if he did, how would this affect him? But on the day of the weigh-in, he came in overweight, and he had until Saturday morning to be within the 10-pound rehydration limit, which he made, weighing in at 169.4 pounds.
Quite an eventful day.
Eventful is an understatement, but guess what? That's the business we're in. Boxing is a very flamboyant industry. You never know what's going to happen.
You seem calm, which is a good thing.
I have no choice. What am I going to do? Get upset, get flustered, get angry at the situations I'm in at the moment? You know, a 500,000 pound fine for being 0.5 pounds over the limit. It's unfortunate, but it's not going to affect the outcome of tomorrow night.
As you say, just such a small amount and such a lot of money. Size of a battery, size of a car. It's quite hefty, don't you think?
What can you do? You know, I asked them to let me go and urinate to get it off. They refused. This is the people that we are dealing with. No code. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, and I'm confident that I'm going to go out there and do the job. And
ahead of no issues ahead of the weigh tomorrow for yourself, you've got to do it all over again in the morning.
I do. That's the insane part about all of this. For the first time in my career, I'm going to have a second day weigh-in. So I've got to watch what I eat. I can't drink too much. I can't eat too much. I can't rehydrate as much as I usually would. Otherwise, another $500,000 comes off the table. So I've got to be careful.
And money's made. You've got your...
So yeah, let's talk about the fight. So first round, Conor Benn was moving like a bloody rabbit on crack. He was just fainting a lot, throwing little fake jabs, trying to see if he could get like some type of movement from Eubanks. Eubanks was just popping his jab, keeping the distance. Middle to late rounds, it became a total slugfest. I think obviously you could see that the weight loss was affecting Chris Eubank. He couldn't really move a lot, so he was just going toe to toe. Ben was also doing the same thing. But yeah, I feel like in the end, Eubank's done enough to win. It was 7-5 on my scorecards, to be honest. And I feel like he's just a better boxer in general. I wouldn't want to see a rematch. I feel like it will potentially be the same outcome. And if Chris Eubank was the one who was to say, like, I want it at this certain weight because he should be the A side after the win, I think it will be an easier fight. So I don't want to see a rematch, but I did enjoy the fight. It was an old school bust up, like they were going gung-ho, which we love to see. But yeah, wouldn't want to see it again. But that's just my take on the Chris Eubank JR fight with Conor Benn, and it was a good spectacle. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.